Today we are going to talk about some disruptions that are expected due to some airport worker strikes at Heathrow in the month of May. We're going to talk about updates from the Regal Princess. We're going to talk about booking specialty dining on Princess and Holland America, some things I think you should be very aware of, and lots of other updates. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday. It's April 19th of 2023, and today I want to start off by telling Don Terrace at Don's Family Vacations, his channel and his other channel, Just Don. I want to let you know that everyone in our Let's Go family is with you. On Monday evening, several people brought up Don and the hard time we know he is going through. So Don is a cancer survivor, but he has just received the devastating news that his cancer is back again. And so he is also dealing with a lot. His step dad is also having a lot of monumental health issues. And so Don, we just wanted you to know that we send you our love, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. And our whole Let's Go family is with you through this, and we're going to be here for great support. And so always know that if you feel lonely or if you're worried or feeling a little bit downtrodden, that we are with you, that our prayers are with you, that our thoughts are with you, and we do wish you a very speedy and complete recovery. And we'll be anxious to hear the updates as we go along, and just know that we love you more than you probably guess. So Gordon and I had the lovely pleasure to get to meet Don, and when we were on the Vloggers Cruise, and what a nice gentleman he is. It was such a pleasure to get to meet him, and so just want you to know we're with you. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is the Grand Princess. So reports are coming in that parts of the Grand Princess have not had power for a few days now. So I heard a little bit about that on Monday evening, but I couldn't find anything about it, and so we haven't talked about it. But one of our Let's Go family members commented again about it this morning, and so they were kind enough to let us know that the reports of this are coming in on the Grand Princess Facebook group. So that is a private group, so we have requested to join, but I was hoping, and we haven't been admitted to the group yet. So any of you who happen to be sailing on the Grand Princess, know someone on the Grand Princess, or if you're a member of that Facebook group, will you let us know what's going on? It is concerning to be hearing that parts of the ship have not had power, I guess, for 3 days now. And you know, it's always really interesting to hear how everything is handled, so that we know a little bit about what to expect if we ever happen to be on a cruise and power is lost on any part of that. And so I hope that everything is going okay on the Grand Princess. Now, the next update we've got super fast here. This is a little bit of a hiring thing, kind of interesting for crew members. Our Let's Go family member, Tom, he has a good friend on the Royal Princess right now, and they are on their third Royal Princess cruise. And since they got off the ship from their Hawaii cruise in January, there have been 500 new crew members join the Royal Princess. Can you imagine what it is like trying to intake and train that many workers to do everything that you're hoping that they'll do? And so that I thought that was very interesting, and a lot of positions get rotated. People that have been moving up the ranks a little bit fill some other ranks, and then you've got all of these brand new employees, crew members coming on. Our Let's Go family member, Trisha, and her husband Kisno, they've got family that was so excited. They are in Indonesia, and they were hired by the cruise line. They got actually hired by several when they applied, and so they chose to go to work for Celebrity. But there's been a little bit of a glitch with their hiring, because they were supposed to start in December, and then they've been delayed. First they thought they would start in February, then their date got moved to March, then it got moved to April, and now the April date has passed. And so apparently at Celebrity they're a little bit slow bringing on all of the new crew members that they have hired. So I don't know if it's like a training thing and that's going a little bit slower than expected, or just what the thing is with that. But I really hope, they said that their work visa, they're a little bit worried that's going to expire before they actually get to start working, and those are sometimes hard to get. They take a long time. And so I thought that was just really interesting. I hope it goes smoothly. I hope they get on board Celebrity soon. But all of these things that go in to make a ship run smoothly, that you know, I don't always think about that. But imagine what it is like trying to run a whole cruise ship with all the different departments, with having so much turnover very often when all the contracts end and start again. Hats off to the good job that they do. I know that there are some glitches here and there everywhere. I think Shirley has some glitches, but I think overall they do a really good job. So I thought that was kind of a fun update today. Now, I continually get asked questions, and we got it again about over on our Facebook group. Was it there or was it in an email? Sorry, I can't remember for sure. But anyway, I keep getting asked about the thing for making reservations for princess shows and events, whatever it is on the app that you see. Then you can click on it. If you can click on it. It just shows you're interested. They don't keep track of the number of clicks for any event. It is not a reservation for you. So if you are clicking on going to a show in the Princess Theater, don't think that's saving you a place. Still go early, get a good place to sit. They don't keep track of that, and that doesn't mean anything. I think to me, it's a little bit interesting that they did that, because I think a lot of people thought that once it's full and it shows 0 spaces left, that you can't go to that anymore. And that is simply not the case. If you are interested in something, go. And if it looks like it's going to be a little bit limited or in a small venue, go early so that you are sure to get a space and enjoy it with everyone else. But just wanted you to know, those are not reservations. None of the princess shows or events require reservations unless you're doing like your specialty dining. Okay, everything else, yeah, just go. So thought that was important that everyone is clear on that. Now, those dates that that there is going to be a disruption to travel in Heathrow there in the United Kingdom. We've known that there is going to be disruption here and there. It always happens so frequently, and but we do have some dates now. There's a story that's talking about, there are actually several stories talking about how this is going to impact the coronation of Charles III, because it is going to be so busy there at that airport due to that anyway. And then when you put these strikes on top of it, it's going to cause a little bit of trouble. So they are expecting about 1,400 security officers at Heathrow to strike, and they're going to strike from May 4th to May 6th, and you'll remember the coronation there is May 6th, and then May 9th and 10th, and then May 25th through the 27th. And so those are days that they are expecting an impact there at the Heathrow Airport. Sometimes some of the strikes they have done have hit more of Terminal 5, where British Airways is. Some of them have hit other areas a little bit more. Sometimes it hits the freight department more, with all of the freight coming into the UK there at Heathrow. And so here's my advice. If I was flying in then, don't panic. This is not a reason to panic or to be worried from now until you go. Don't worry about that. But just be wise with it. Be aware that when you land, you might have longer lines to go through customs, to get your baggage, for anything. It might take longer. And at the same time, when you are coming back to Heathrow to board your plane, make sure that you allow even more time. Now, when Gordon and I go on an international flight, we always go to the airport here in the United States. When we're going to fly out, we usually go to between about 2.5 hours early, just in case there's an unexpected glitch. But when we are flying home from Europe or somewhere else, we go, I try to be there 4 hours early. That might sound like a lot, but one time we had friends that told us about this in Paris, so we were 4 hours early going out of Paris, and I am really glad that we were 4 hours earlier. We would not have made our flight. So plan extra time when you go, because security can impact getting into the airport. It can impact getting through security, just all of these different things. So allow extra time, and don't be surprised if it takes way longer than you think. So wanted to let you know about that. And then let's see. booking specialty dining. Before I tell you about booking specialty dining, will you, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, would you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and subscribe? We would love to have you with us. If you click that little bell there next to it, it will send you a notification, like an email, or if you have them turned on your phone for YouTube, it will send you a little banner that will let you know that we put up a video or that we're live. And we'd just love to have you with us. We share lots of valuable information here. We have an amazing Let's Go family, and we'd love to have you with us. And so hit that subscribe button. Now, a few things to know about booking specialty dining. Today, I want to talk very specifically about booking on Princess or booking on Holland America. Now, first of all, let's talk about if you have a package that includes some specialty dining. If you have a package that includes specialty dining on Holland America or on Princess, you can book your specialty dinings, they say, without having to pay. On Holland America, both when I sailed last year at the end of June and for our trip this year, we were able to book our specialty dining reservations without having to pay anything, okay? With on Princess, they originally had it so that when you booked your specialty dining, you would have to pay for it. Then when you got on board, you would go and they would see, yep, you have the package, and they would credit you the money back. They made some changes to their app that they have said now that if you have a package, that they won't charge you for the, however, like with the Premier package, the 2 specialty dinings that are included, they won't charge you for those. So hopefully that's working smoothly. I don't have a Premier package to do it personally, so I'm really hoping that you all will put in the comments what your experience is with that. So that is kind of how it works if you are doing it on your own. With Holland America, you can book it in the app, the Navigator app, or you can book it on the computer. You just manage your booking and you can do it that way. On Princess, you need to do it in the app, or you can call. Holland America, you can call also. Or you can call and ask for the dining department and talk to them, and they'll book it for you. But who wants to be on the phone if you don't have to? So a couple of things I want to make you aware of. On either cruise line, if you are booking for someone who is not on your booking or doesn't have your package, you're going to have to pay for their dining. And here's some things I want you to know about that, especially with Princess, because we talk about Princess here so much. I have Let's Go family members who were so kind to book a cruise with me. They wanted 4 of them to have dinner together. So that involves 2 bookings, and it involves on one of the booking, 2 people, separate people, wanted to use their own credit card to pay for their dining. So I call with everyone's credit card so that I can do this for them, and that is my pleasure. So I call up and I want a table for 4, and I want to have everybody pay. So 2 people will be on one credit card, and then we've got 2 other people with their own credit cards. They won't book them at the same table. That would be 3 dinner reservations, 1 for each person, because they have even though they're on the same booking, they have separate credit cards, okay? And then the other couple who has their own reservation, their own booking number with their credit card, you can't seat them together. You're going to have to do 3 reservations and then hope that when they get to the Crown Grill that the person there is, number 1, nice, which is not always what I hear, and number 2 is accommodating, and will figure out a way that no matter what seating they've got available, they'll be able to put the 4 of them together. I like to think it's not hard, even if you pushed a couple of tables together to make that work, but to me, this is crazy. And so be aware that if you've got a large group of people and you want them to eat in specialty dining together, you're pretty much going to have to have one person pay for it, and then you're going to have everybody pay it back. And then if they've got a package, it's very likely that you're going to have to go, once you get on board, and get that money credited back that you already paid someone back. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a little bit crazy. So down the road, in setting goals for cruise lines, I think it would be wonderful if they could work it out so that they could have a booking system be able to manage that, okay? The other thing, with Holland America, I have the pleasure to speak to one of our Let's Go family members today. They're coming on our group cruise. They were wanting to book 2 separate bookings and have 4 of them eat dinner together. and you end up in the same position. You're going to have to be charged for the people who are not on your booking, and because the ones who are on the booking that are booking it, they've got a specialty dining, and there's no way on the Holland America app to add another booking number to pull people in that way. So anyway, I just wanted to make you aware of this. If you're traveling as a group, or if you're wanting to put another booking with yours, it's just going to be hard. So if you want more direction on that, let me know. As Gordon was booking our specialty dining, I could not get it to go through on the app. The Navigator app, I would get it in my cart, and then when I clicked on my cart, it never would go through and give us the reservation. So finally, I just said, will you do it on the computer? And he did. So he videoed that process. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comments. It'll just kind of walk you through how you book specialty dining on the computer with Holland America. Finally, an update from the Regal Princess. So we've got, as we know, Let's Go family members on the Regal Princess, and one of them was so kind to give me a nice update here. Right now on the Regal Princess, she's doing a transatlantic right now, I believe. They have over 800 elite passengers on board, so they have to do 3 of the Captain's Circle like receptions, what do they call them? The cocktail parties. And so when I was on the Discovery Princess last year at the end of October, there were so many elite passengers in Platinum that you had, well, it's elite mostly that go to those. So, there were so many they had to have 2 of the Captain's Circle cocktail parties. Well, on this sailing, they have to have 3. That's how many. There are 3,120 guests on board. And to give you a little bit of perspective, the Regal Princess is full at 3,660 guests for double occupancy. And the guests on board come from 34 different nationalities. I just love that. I love how everyone goes on a cruise and they get along just wonderfully. I don't know why the news doesn't report this, but it makes me really happy how that works so nice. They said that food at dinner is very good in the main dining room, and that the breakfast at the main dining room is very good as well. It's a little bit slow though, and you know what, it seems like every time we eat in the main dining room, the it seems a little bit slow. I don't know if it's because, you know, you got all these different egg orders, you know, and so everything is cooked to order that way. I don't know, but anyway, he says it's really, really good. They've got lunch in the buffet has been really good. The Mexican area there with Mexican food is open, but a lot of the expensive fillers that we're used to seeing, like guacamole and all those things, the more expensive ones are not there at this time. And I get that. People take food and waste it, like they said here when they were emailing me. And what's the other thing that I wanted to tell you? The internet is very, very slow. The internet is very slow, like slow enough that it's hard to send an email. And so I think that is just the way it's going to be on ships that we are on that don't have Starlink. And I would bet that sometimes even on a ship that has Starlink, when you are in very remote regions of the world, it still might be very slow there as well. It'll be really interesting to see, though, as they get more of those Starlink satellites up and as more of the cruise ships get that Starlink. And so let us know if you're on a ship with Starlink. Like I mentioned, we had been on the Norwegian Breakaway. That internet was amazing. We just were, you know, out of New Orleans down to the Western Caribbean, so we weren't terribly remote at all, but that was very nice internet. I would take that any day. So let me know if you're on a cruise ship right now, if you've recently gotten off a cruise. Let us know how everything is going on the cruise that you're on with the ships, and let me know what you're looking forward to this summer. How many of you already have your summer plans set, and how many of you are trying to figure out all of your summer plans? Gordon and I are in the position that we have a lot of family things going this summer, but we're trying to add in another trip or 2, so we'll keep you posted on that. But I would love to hear from all of you. So if you appreciate these updates, please give this video a thumbs up. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.